If the world is in hysteria and life's just not quite fair to you, you don't know what to do between what is right now and what used to be. Don't worry, do your quarantine with Ginger and Black.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Quarantime with Ginger.
And Black.
So good to be back. Obviously, we've taken like a couple months off. Me and Ian have been busy, and our schedules haven't really aligned super well. So it's good to be back, though.
It is.
So our first topic for the day is going to be dating. So, Ian, you want to start us off?
Sure thing. And then what about you, Sam?
Well, so moving on to the next topic. So for today, guys, we are going to be answering some questions from the Eagle students' Instagram. So let's get right into it, Ian.
Good.
The first question. Bags or cornhole? Ian, what do you have to say about that?
All right. So I've been surprised at the source of contention that this has been all summer long. The proper answer is bags.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a couple of reasons for that. I think
Go
the
ahead,
first
state
reason
those.
is because we throw bags. And it
That's
doesn't
true.
matter if it's filled with beans or corn or any other number of things. You're still throwing a bag. And being from Chicago, that's what I grew up calling it. I'm not going to change. Everyone gets on my back, give me a hard time.
Yeah.
So I think it's bags. But what about you?
So I actually agree with you, Ian, because I'm also from Chicago. Me and Ian, both from Chicago. And it is called bags there. Now, I will say, I also lived in Ohio for like 7 years, and I believe it's called cornhole there. But then again, who really cares about Ohio?
Right.
Like, what do they have there that's good? Maybe my best friend Colby, but even him. Like,
Right, but outside of that, look, Ohio.
So, yeah, I have to go with bags as well because it just makes sense, and it's from my hometown. So,
Well, and
that's
here's one
Chicago.
thing I want to point out to everyone. There are probably more people in Chicago, since it is the third largest city in the United States, than there are in Indiana and Ohio combined.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't actually
Indiana and Ohio.
But
Chicago's
it's
where
like,
it's at,
so
though.
it's not just that it's our hometown, it's that
Yeah.
a lot of people know it as bags.
Yeah, like more people think it's bags than cornhole, right?
Exactly. You
Like
got
if the majority of the world thought it was shoot ball, not basketball, like it'd be called shoot ball.
that's right.
Shoot
Why
ball is
does
a
the
stupid
majority
name.
of the world call soccer football? We
Yeah,
may not agree with it, but it is football.
Mhm. So that actually brings us to our next question, Ian. Good job, bro.
Perfect.
It's, do you like soccer or softball more? Which one do you like more is the question.
That's a tough one. I think I'm just going to go with which one I have more fond memories of playing myself.
Okay.
I'm going to go with softball.
Softball, okay.
I think if it was going to be like, what would I rather watch?
Yeah,
Soccer.
I agree with that.
I don't
agree
like
with that.
follow the World Cup when it comes around, but I mean, just watching professional soccer is super cool, very exciting, fast paced.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would prefer, like, of course, baseball over softball. But honestly, I remember loving playing softball. And even though I don't do it right now, there's a lot of great adult softball leagues.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, but
sure.
what about you, Sam? Soccer?
Well,
Softball?
it's a tough question for me, and here's why.
It's not
because-
a softball. See what I did there?
Oh my gosh! All right, so that's it for the episode, guys. We're just gonna stop it right there. No, I'm kidding.
Good.
So, anyways, I played baseball, right? Baseball and softball are different, but they're pretty similar.
Yep.
So, I obviously like softball as well, and my dad used to play softball a lot. He's a pitcher, and he's really good. It's fun watching him.
Yep.
But I agree with you. Soccer is more fun to watch, and I think it's also maybe a little more fun to play. I mean, I guess it's hard to say that because, like, I like playing baseball more than soccer, but, like, softball is definitely different.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd have to go with softball just because the roots of my favorite sport, just baseball.
Damn, it's like we're the same person, buddy.
Honestly, it is, man. We're both just awesome. That's
right.
really what it is. We're both just awesome.
I think, I mean, I do have probably more recent good memories of playing soccer, but it would have been on mission trips.
Yeah.
Which I love. So when we did our Guatemala trips,
Rip the
they would
DR.
actually play on a basketball court. That was more a cement slab, but we would have a blast.
So did you ever, like, slide tackle people on the cement slab?
I try to avoid the slide tackle. I don't trust myself, but I didn't do too bad. One of my greatest honors was we had some upperclassmen girls but who are soccer players. I mean,
Gotcha.
and an upperclassman girl who's a soccer player can wipe the floor with
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
adults.
For sure.
Anyways, but they were proud of me for holding my own. It's good.
That's cool, man. I think anyone is proud of you for holding your own in any kind of sport, any place, anytime.
Also probably true.
Yes, and honestly, okay, a lot of people think Ian Black is not good at sports, but I have played basketball with him. He throws dimes. He's a ball handler. He passes the ball around. No, that's not throwing a dime, Ian. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. No, but he does get a lot of assists though. Wait, what did you say, Ian?
I said I got to give the people what they want.
Yeah,
but no, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you, man.
I think, ironically, I have managed to somehow get better at sports in my adult life.
You're welcome.
I feel like all those years of PE didn't do much for me, but you know what it is? It's probably playing people like you.
You want what it really is? It's playing people like me, but with me, because I coach you, Ian. You don't know it. I'm a silent coach.
There you go.
My wisdom goes to you, and you didn't even know it. All right. So this question, my answer is kind of similar, but we just talked about. But the question is, what's the most useless talent you have? Ian, yours is obviously singing. No, anyways, you go ahead first, Ian.
Oh man, useless talent.
Singing.
Maybe. Wow, just bringing it back. I think probably whistling, because I'm a good whistler, and that doesn't it just annoys people.
You want to whistle for us? Wow, that was beautiful, man. Yeah. That's not useless at all.
Right. That's the thing. I think it's beautiful, but it drove my parents crazy. It drives coworkers crazy. So maybe whistling. Yeah.
I didn't know that you could whistle like that, man. See, I'm literally learning new stuff about Ian through this podcast. It's amazing.
Remember the old school TV show called The Andy Griffith Show?
I've heard of it. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I've definitely heard of it.
I'm going to do – so it has a very famous whistling musical intro, and I'm going to give you a little bit. The hardest thing, though, is that to whistle well, you can't smile, and sometimes you can't help it.
Well, so, I better not make you laugh then.
And then it just keeps going. But that's just a fun, right?
That was incredible. That was absolutely amazing. Waste of time, yes, but it was fun to watch.
Open the YouTube video to that section. You'll be like, what am I watching?
This whole episode is just 20 minutes of Ian whistling.
Right. Also, I didn't get the rights to that song. I don't own the rights to that song. Although I think it might be public domain. You know what I can offer? Do you know what public domain means?
I think I do, but go ahead and say it anyways.
No, why don't you?
The audience. Hold up, my mom's calling me. I'm just gonna decline it. Sorry, Mom. Doesn't it have something to do with copyright? Like if it's public domain, anyone can use it or something like that, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oftentimes after, I forget what the exact period of time is, but older stuff is often public domain. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So what is your most useless talent?
Okay, so like I said, it kind of has to do with what we were just talking about, because my most useless talent, I'd have to say, is soccer. I am so good at soccer for some reason. And if you ask an actual soccer player, they'd be like, no, you're garbage. And I probably am. But I actually have a specific story that I have to tell. A couple weeks ago, it was after the outdoor service at church. Me and a couple friends went and we played soccer. We played a game called World Cup, which is basically just free-for-all on the same goal. And I was kind of taking some ankles, not gonna lie. My shooting isn't the best, but my dribbling is not, it's not bad. And the thing that's funny about it is I don't actually have amazing footwork, but I use my hips, right, to deceive the defender, and then I get past him, because that's just what I've learned from basketball,
Yep.
And so I'm good at soccer, but I've only played 1 year, and it was upward when I was 9, and I popped off in the league. I was one of the best.
I was dominating.
But I had the refs. I remember vividly one time I got past someone and scored, and the ref was like, dang. And And I was like, what can I say, bro?
Like, what can I do?
Amazing on soccer.
Yeah.
But I maybe play soccer twice a year. Maybe. But when I do play soccer, watch out because I'm going to pop off.
Right. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to know that because I would have thought that basketball was your main sport.
Oh,
I mean, you could still say, but maybe it's just because I always think of you guys playing basketball at youth group. I know your dad,
yeah.
like, helps coach you guys and stuff.
Do you mean compared to like baseball?
I don't even know. Well, I know because you guys play a lot of sports. For some reason, I've just got it in my head.
Yeah. So you are right. Like basketball, I played basketball since I was like 8, and I've never stopped. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. And like baseball and basketball, I love both of them.
Right.
But I think I like baseball a little more just because I just like the sport a little more. Because I don't really like watching basketball that much. Like I know that's most people do, but I don't really like watching basketball that much, except for maybe like March Madness.
Right.
Well,
that's kind of how I am. Like I'm always down. Like I'm down to watch with a group of people.
Yeah, for sure.
And when it's anything, so like Stanley Cup, March Madness, obviously the World Series, that's when I'll kind of tune back in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm of the mind where like sports is entertainment.
Yeah.
Like entertaining. So
that's true. That's true. So yeah, basketball is, I'd say, is my main sport. Like I play it the most. I'd probably say I'm best at it out of all of the sports I play. Yep. Soccer is not even one of the sports I play. I wouldn't even consider it. It's a useless talent. I'm decent at it.
Right.
Doesn't matter. I'm never going to play soccer more than 3 times a year. So yes. All right. So last question coming from my little brother, Nate Darge. Shout out to Nate Darge. He's mediocre. Favorite food / foods.
Ooh, man.
I'm going to start off with this one because
I'm
sick of hearing you talk. No, I'm joking. That's not true. That's not true, guys. Let me get a swig of coffee first.
There you go. Good timing. I'm going to go first.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm making fun of you. Like, I'm going to go first, and then let me just – you guys can watch me.
Wow. We start a podcast, and you just insult me? That's so rude, man. Honestly. Anyways, back to the question. So my family's like Italian. Like my dad is like 50% Italian or something like that. I'm like quarter Italian. So I love Italian foods. So I'd probably say my favorites are spaghetti and pesto pasta. Yeah. I'd probably put pesto pasta at number 1 though, because if you give me a bowl of noodles, pesto, and chicken, I'm going to destroy that thing in 5 minutes. And that's like 1,200 calories right there. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with pesto pasta. Ooh, I'm curious to see what you say.
So I resonate with a lot of that because I also love Italian food. Mm-hmm. Within Italian stuff, I would probably choose something like maybe a fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh, yes. That's pretty good.
But no, I mean, there's obviously so much good food. But if I'm at a fancy restaurant, one of the things I always find myself looking for is a pan-seared scallop. You know what scallops are?
Yeah, I know what scallops are.
Well, not everybody does.
No. I'm not laughing at that. I knew that your answer was going to be something like eloquent, like something really good.
That's right.
I'm over here just like, spaghetti.
But, I mean, you literally said Pischetti. Like, that's what you said.
I said Pischetti?
No, I'm making fun of you.
Oh, okay.
I'm making fun of you. No, you said spaghetti.
Okay.
But I make you – your face is so concerned. Guys, this is the best part of the podcast.
What is the best part? When we just started laughing at each other?
Yes, that.
Sorry, I interrupted. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, but I love a good steak. I think what's funny about steak, though, is I would actually rarely order that at a restaurant because I feel like either myself at home and definitely plenty of friends who are good cooks. Like, I feel like we could do steak just as well at home.
Anytime. Yeah.
Like, I think the last time I was over at the Darge household,
we had steak.
Right? And it was so good.
That was a blast, guys. Ian Black came to my house for the first time in, a year?
Yeah. Well, so I dropped something off.
Yeah. You also, you came by that one time, actually, like a couple months ago. But that was like just for a little bit.
Lunch, yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It was the first time he had dinner at our house. It was a great time.
You're right.
It was a good time. He was
so good.
Yeah, he was scared to death of my new puppy. No, but okay, actually I want to talk about that.
Okay.
I actually feel for you, bro, because like when you get the thought in your mind of like, oh, the dog's gonna bite you, like I'm the same way. Like with bees, me and Ian we run away from bees.
We do.
Let me ask you this, audience: would you rather not get stung or get stung?
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you're all saying not get stung, right?
It's only
And what's the best way to not get stung?
right.
Run away. I get judged a lot. I get judged a lot for running away from bees.
Yep.
So I just want to clarify that. I just want to say that.
We are
But
exactly the same in that sense. Like I too run away a lot.
exactly, yes. And like Nate always judges me. He's like, if you don't swipe at it, it's not going to sting you.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll step on it or something or close to it and then it'll sting me.
Yep.
But if I run away, that won't happen. So anyways, yeah, that's all for the all for the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the questions. Ian, I actually want to bring this up.
Mhm.
I feel like if we're going to talk about foods, we should talk about like favorite restaurants too. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
So before we get into it, should we do like just fast food or should we just do all
Let's
restaurants?
do fast food and then all the restaurants.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
You go first for fast food.
Yeah, I'll go first. So what do you want to do? Like top 3? I think top 3 is appropriate.
Top 3 is good. Yeah.
My number 3 is Panda Express.
Mhm.
And I say that because it's so good. I love Chinese food. Honestly, I might even like Chinese food more than Italian food. I just don't have it nearly as much. But when I do have it, it's amazing. Number 2, Chipotle. And I know a lot of you Zionsville people will be like, oh, Qdoba's better. Absolute bullcrap. Chipotle is way better. And I love Chipotle because it's healthy. Like, and so is Qdoba. Like, I just like it because it's a healthy option compared to a lot of other restaurants.
Yeah.
And then number 1, Ian, I know you'll agree with this, Portillo's. Portillo's
I'm glad you
is
said that 'cause
so
I
good.
forgot. Like I wasn't thinking about that.
You're welcome. Yeah, Portillo's is amazing. For anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's like a Chicago style hot dog burger place. Amazing. Grew up on it. So yeah, that's my top 3. Yeah.
I like it. Ooh man. So yeah. So I think top 3. Like my third one's typical and boring, but it's so good. Wendy's, and it's because I love dipping the fries and the chocolate frosty.
Oh, so good, bro.
I know, right? So good.
So good.
I think number 2 would be good old Chick-fil-A. And I just
Okay.
love the basic chicken sandwich. I love
Yep.
their original Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's facts.
Wrong. And then, yeah, I'm going to agree with you and go with
Portillo's number 1.
Portillo's.
Portillo's is amazing.
Do you get the dog, though?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
usually.
So I actually normally get their burger.
I mix it up sometimes.
Yeah.
I usually get hot dogs, but like I like the burgers too, you know.
There's some places like In-N-Out and Sonic that if I'm by one, I'll always go because I think it's kind of fun and different.
Yeah.
But
sure.
I actually don't think that the food is super great.
Dude, okay, I haven't had Sonic in decades, man.
Yeah.
Like because I don't do we even have Sonic in Indiana? Like I don't think I've ever seen
I
one.
don't know. Yeah, maybe down south a little bit.
We had them when I lived in Cincinnati. We had like they were all over the place, and we got them a lot. I used to get a watermelon slushie, best thing I've ever had. But like we never ate there. I just usually got like a slushie.
Right.
But I haven't had like I haven't even heard Sonic until you just said it like right
now.
now.
So now just restaurant overall. But
Yes.
I say we got to just pick one because we're gonna run out of time. We're getting.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, man. Time flies by when you're talking to Ian Black.
That's right. It does.
All right, my favorite restaurant of all time is probably Giordano's because I love pizza and their pizza is amazing. And I'm sure, like Ian, I know you've talked about how there's better pizza places. I'm not saying it's the best, but from what I've had, I'd probably say Giordano's.
Yep.
So yeah,
Dude, craziness. I think I'd probably pick a local place that's not a chain. So there's a restaurant in the Fountain Square neighborhood of Indy called Bluebeard. That's probably my favorite restaurant right now.
Nice. What kind of food is it? Like,
kind of just like Americana, but it's I was almost gonna say it's a breakfast place. It's not. Lunch and dinner.
breakfast.
You can get sandwiches, steaks,
Sounds good, bro.
some pastas, salads. I mean, yeah, but it's also like really good, really creative. You can get a good charcuterie board, and I'm all about a good charcuterie.
I don't even know what that is.
Think like a basic one would be just your meats, your cheeses, and crackers.
Okay.
And normally they'll do fancier things.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing, and I think you're gonna have to take me there sometime. And
Love it.
you're buying. You're buying.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like as long as you're buying.
No. All right. So, how long have we been going, Ian? I don't even have a stopwatch.
We're about. So I just looked at my watch. We are right at the 20-minute mark right now. So is there anything else you want to hit on?
I just want to tell one more story since we're talking about food right now. So, last night, O'Charlie's was delivered to our doorstep because my mother had surgery and she hasn't been able to walk. So people have kindly been bringing us meals. It's been great. Ian texts me and says, "Hey, there's food on your front porch, right?" And I was like, "Oh, let's go." That's a great to receive from someone. And I get down and my dad had it, right? But apparently my dad it said like Alicia T on it.
Mhm.
And my dad was like, "Oh, this isn't ours." So he literally went outside to other houses and was like,
Oh my
"Hey,
god.
is this your Charlie's?" And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
goodness."
Oh my goodness.
And then because I got the text right, and when I saw the text, my dad was doing this, and then I came down and I was like, "Yeah, Dad, that's ours." And so my dad literally went outside and was like going to houses, trying to like find whose it
Oh,
was.
Papa Peach.
And so that was funny. And then also, I just want to point this out. So I made a joke to Ian yesterday, and he didn't even respond. So let me just tell the joke real fast. So I asked Ian who sent us the food, right? Because my mom wanted to send like a thank you text, and he responds with student ministry. And I said, "Oh, okay, cool. What's their number?" Hilarious, right? And Ian didn't even respond to me.
But that's the breakdown. So two things, like we had been having a little text conversation, but I was also hosting a college group at my house last night. So I'm cleaning, getting ready. And so when he sent that text of like, well, was the exact question like, what's the number?
Yeah, it was.
And
okay,
what
cool.
he
What's their number?
calls a joke and what he calls funny. I just
Wow.
think it's funny.
Wow.
You
You giggled, man. You know you read that text and you were like,
did
but
I?
you didn't respond because
Right, I did
apparently
not.
I'm not Ian's number one priority. Apparently. This is new news to me.
Sometimes you are.
That's true. That's true. But hey, you know what, Ian? I don't even judge you, man. You got a lot on your plate, you know. You probably get texts left and right from people.
It's true.
Not as funny, obviously. No jokes are as funny as that one. But anyways,
popular, Sam Darge.
what?
I said it's hard being popular.
That's true. I mean, locally famous, that's gotta be tough. It's gotta be hurting. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back. We'll probably try and post another episode pretty soon. So have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Awesome. Peace out.
If the world is in hysteria and life's just not quite fair to you, you don't know what to do between what is right now and what used to be. Don't worry, do your quarantine with ginger